Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. When we leave our country and we come to these first world countries and say that we're going to be working better money in these first world countries. And when I first came here and my first job working as a room attendant, I was earning 14.50 per hour. And everyone know that when you're working minimum wage in Canada, it's not enough, guys, because sometimes we have to be working two jobs because rent is expensive in Canada, groceries, sending your kids to school, said. Sometimes we have this idea in our mind when we come to any first world country, say things are gonna be okay, things are gonna be affordable. Said when I look back now and said I have worked at that hotel for 6 years and stuff, and when I leave that job and I get another job, I was earning $16 per hour. And earning $16 per hour, guys, it's not enough because when I bought a bus pass for 100 and said $16 per month, and I have to contribute like money towards food, sometimes for the month I was able to save roughly $500. Said for the month, when I calculate everything, said I will earn like for the month $1,800. Said sometimes when we send back money back home to our loved ones and to build a home, and they think that we actually in this first world country making the bag, when we are actually depressed and thinking how to spend that money that you earn for the month. Yes, because I remember when me and my husband were going through some stuff and I went and I rent somewhere. I spent $1,000, $500 to rent and $500 for deposit. And I did not live there because I did not like the living arrangement, because when I first went there, I saw a red flag. I saw that the landlord, she had about four dogs, that it's like something what my intuition was saying, that Tamara, that place is not for you. And I eventually moved back home and stuff, guys. Said sometimes when you're living in these first world countries, it is quite expensive. Say sometimes when you send back even $100 back home, somebody would call you from Jamaica and you can able to send $100, and they think that $100 is small to them back home, when actually you have that $100 to pay your bill. Said I remember I was watching this young lady, said she in Jamaica, somebody like in America sent her $100. She said she cannot form a line to go and stand in the line to go and collect that money, that $100 from Western Union. What a lot of people think that these first world countries are better for us. They are not better for us, guys, because when right now, to me, the cheapest place I can go in Canada and get groceries is in the dollar store. Dollar store, guys, because plenty times I would literally saw people riding on their bicycles with even 2 bags of bottles, going to the bottle depot to just sell those 2 bags of bottles just to get a night dinner. Yeah, sometimes even my friends in Jamaica would call me and say, Tamara, can you send something? And I have to say, I have to say, yes, tell them the truth. Said when I get that pay bill, I would able to send $150. I remember before I even came here, guys, my aunt used to tell me that she's working $12 per hour and she was living in America. Said when we come to these first world country, guys, as you work that money, before you even collect that money, it is gone to your bills, your rent, your mortgage, everything, dental insurance, Right now, I cannot even afford dental insurance. I'm talking about dental insurance. I cannot afford dental insurance. I even went to the dentist using my credit card, and just to examine my teeth cost me $385. So sometimes when we leave our country, and I said, yes, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna make it big, and I'm gonna be able to go to university and college. But sometimes when we come to these first world countries and we go to university and college, we are in so much debt up straight to our necks. That's why I love to make these videos, to open people's eyes, not to let anybody shy away from coming to these first world countries. But when you sometimes you leave your countries and come here with a plan, you have to go back on your plan. Because when you realize that a dollar is just a dollar in Canada, so when we send back money back home in Jamaica, yes, you get a little bit more. But when you go down on vacation in Jamaica, sometimes people use their credit cards just to go Jamaica, anywhere in the world, Mexico, just to have fun for 2 weeks, just to just ease the stress. Working, yeah, just to ease the stress. Sometimes, guys, sometimes when I have to take the train and the bus, sometimes I'm -30 out there, and I have to go to work, because when they schedule you to work in the hotel industry as a room attendant, you have to show up, because sometimes when you don't show up, sometimes they will sabotage you by cutting how many days they give you. Especially like in Stampede, Stampede is coming, and you're working as a room attendant, and you call in, instead of sick, you have to say, sometimes when you come back to work, they will cut those days down. Said sometimes when I clean our 16 checkouts for the day, sometimes I earn $120 something dollars. Sometimes when you go the next day, you get stay over. Supposed to get 20 checks stay over. 15 minutes to clean a stay over. 30 minutes to clean, like change linen and do everything. That's half an hour. Sometimes you go and you get stay over. Sometimes you get a lot of D&Ds. You do not make any money. So sometimes when we send back money back home, our loved ones, our friends must appreciate it. Because sometimes when you have your last dollar and you send it back and say, yes, my friend need that money, because they need it like to send them kids to school, buy grocery, but you are literally in these first world countries struggling. Yes, guys, we're literally struggling. Yes, because sometimes I consider myself lucky to come to Canada, and my husband somewhere, yes, of his house, because I don't know how I would be able to make it out in this country. A lot of people don't even know how to survive. Yeah, because sometimes we saw a lot of fancy stuff on TV. Yes, so when we come and you see the real thing, you see snow, yes, you see tall building and everything. Yes, but it's not everything that you see glitter is gold. When you come here, it's a different Sankey saying. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening and stuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post this video, and just have a blessed weekend. Bye.